Hey there, fans of Brotherly Love Wrestling. It is I, Vic Delicious.
Philly's own, the Mecca here.
It is the real McCoy, J.D.X. Justin D. Xavier. And
it's your man, CD, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City.
Hey there, Brotherly Love Wrestling. Bill Carr here.
Hey everyone, this is two-time guest Wheeler Yuta.
Two bozos from Philadelphia flapping their gums about pro wrestling this, pro wrestling that.
Which is not that unique in the grand scheme of things yet.
You are in for a treat because you're tuned in to Brotherly Love Wrestling.
Philadelphia, are you ready?
No! They said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome, everybody, to Brotherly Love Wrestling. And on a night where the Tuesday Night Wars are kind of going on, we decided to kind of just shoot the shit and talk about it as we watch. So, Joe, I say we get into it and start right off the bat.
No.
Or not. I was reading, like, with this whole NXT AEW thing, which I don't know if it may be just me or I don't know if you feel the same way, but like all day. Huh?
Go ahead. I'll see if I feel the same way.
Today felt like a Monday morning going in, like watching the Attitude Era. Like it was just like, I couldn't wait to see what was going to happen tonight. I couldn't wait to see the counter programming. And like, so NXT is 30 minutes without commercials, and AEW is doing 30 minutes without commercials. And Tony Khan even tweeted out that they are going to run over. And I'm sure NXT's been doing it, so it's not new for NXT, but NXT, I'm sure tonight will run over. Like, it's just, this is what we missed.
I thought you meant that in a different way. I thought you meant Tony Khan was going to run over fucking NXT.
Oh, no. Like, run over time.
You made me mad for a second there. Now I know what you're talking about.
No, run over the 10 o'clock hour.
So I'll tell you this. I was very interested, and I don't know if I'm going to use the term excited. More so curious. George was curious. So I don't know, like the excitement wasn't there. It didn't feel like a Monday night because I was able to jump back to reality and be like, okay, it doesn't feel like Monday night because it's not the NWO going against Degeneration X and stuff like that.
I mean,
this felt more like I'm intrigued to one, you've been telling me to watch NXT for weeks now, maybe a month.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've lost track. So I was actually excited to be like, because I was like, I'll just put it on while I'm fucking recording.
Yeah.
And I'll just, because this will be the actual way that I actually fucking watch it.
Yeah.
I've isolated myself from the entire upstairs world, and now I can turn on wrestling. Not that I can't any other time, it's just that I don't, because I know my counterpart does not want to watch it.
Yeah, I get that, and but like
I will say,
go ahead.
I was only intrigued. I wasn't intrigued on the AEW side. Like, here's what soured it for me. I was stupid enough to go online and go on Twitter X or X Twitter, double X Twitter, Twitter XX. I went on that like an idiot, and I saw just Tony Khan tweeting at people. And I was just like, man, I am so I just like, it's just, look at me. I'm playing with daddy's money. I have a company. Look at me. Like, that's what I feel like he is. Like, I feel like he shouldn't be anywhere near this product. he should be in the back somewhere, knowing that he's got like he's. And look, I might be in. I hope I am in the minority on this one, but just seeing him as like I get it. You're your own biggest fan, biggest cheerleader. You think that you're running like this promotion very well. Needless to say, my viewpoint, I don't think he is. But he's a hate the face. He's a hate the face, and and I want to punch him every time I see him. But that it's not in a good way. Like I'm not rooting against him, like Austin McMahon type thing. Like I'm rooting against him because I don't like him. Not like I'm. This isn't like a storyline for me. This is like a genuinely just don't like the guy, and I wish he was. I wish he wasn't part of AEW. I'm glad that he got all the play money that he wanted and he started a new company. Go away. Let someone else do it. Just go away. I don't he's not entertaining. He's awkward as hell. He sounds like an asshole, and he's got a very punchable face. There's nothing going his way except for billions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of that I agree with you with. We even had this somewhat of conversation on the way to ISPW, and I asked you that. I said if Tony Khan wasn't seen at all and was literally just the money man, would you dislike? Not even dislike, but I mean, yeah, there's a part of you that kind of dislikes AEW a little bit, but it's because of him.
Here's the thing: I would watch it. I don't watch it now just out of spite of him because I don't want to be a view for him. Like I don't like him.
Yeah,
and it's gotten to the point of where fuck it. I don't think I'm missing anything. Like honestly, at this point, I haven't I will watch clips and shit for the most part, and if there's a really good match, I'll watch it. But I don't like every week. I'm not like, man, I'm upset that I missed that week.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times that I've missed WWE in the past few weeks that I'm like, damn it, I really wish I would have watched that live. Like the 2 pay-per-views, I really like this one. I didn't watch live because I had very good reason, but it was still in the back of my head. I'm like, man, why did that have to run at the same fucking time?
Yes.
Like now, all of a sudden, I miss Sundays. I miss Sunday pay-per-views.
How about you? Never thought you'd say that.
No, and I said this the last time. I missed the sun. I have more fucking freedom on Sunday nights.
I get that.
The thing is, they can do it Sunday now. They don't run that late. Like now they got the Saturday schedule and the Sunday time, where they had the Sunday time and the Saturday schedule. They fucking did it all fucking. It doesn't surprise you, does it? Fucking WWE like nails everything else, and then it's just like they got real sloppy with this one.
So just to start off or continue with this, but to update, I don't know if you saw or heard what was happening as we were talking Cody Rhodes and opening the show. And apparently there's going to be a title match tonight. Dominic Mysterio and Ilya are going to be the main event. So that should be amazing on NXT.
Title for title?
I don't think it's title for title. Again, I'm watching through captions. And I have it on in the background on the other side. You may see my posters behind me flashing because of watching it. But I thought
put the strobe lights on Michaels.
I thought from what I saw, and this could be completely wrong, and people watching this days after.
I'm going to stop you there because this is bad. If you get this wrong and you were watching it,
no,
I'm doing live.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was for it. Ilya said he was going to put the NXT title on the line against Dom.
All right.
So, but
whoa.
Now you.
Sorry.
The thing is, so
Shotzi looked different.
Well, yeah. Again, you don't watch a lot of Raw and SmackDown, so you don't remember that she got her head shaved. For storyline.
Huh? She got it shaved. Like, oh, was it? It was an angle.
Yeah. And but real life, real reason why is her sister is battling cancer, so she was shaving her head to support her. So yeah, so cool reason, but yeah, so I don't know.
It's an easy storyline to do. You want to
Yeah,
chop your hair off? That's fine. You're doing it for this reason. Okay, we'll put it into an angle. We'll
yeah,
get some TV out.
yeah, and she's always been that wild personality that this kind of fits right in with her
Yeah.
personality anyway. But I did want to kind of still keep with the AEW thing to your point, because I've been really excited about seeing how AEW kind of answers WWE throwing the kitchen sink in NXT tonight, and I was underwhelmed. Don't get me wrong, I want to see Edge's first match in AEW. It's going to be
Here's
good,
the thing,
but
here's the thing. WWE has the ability to pull out fucking cannons, and AEW pulls out a hand revolver.
yeah, that was the other thing. When I was starting off, I had that thought in my head, and that we kind of trailed off. But go
And
ahead.
I'll tell you this: you're not as excited for Edge because you just saw him.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you just it wasn't like when he came back for the Rumble. He had just retired. We already knew he's cleared,
yeah,
and we kind of had a feeling he wasn't retiring.
yeah. But all right, so the higher ups are where I was going in the very beginning with that with NXT and AEW. Someone said or talked to WWE higher ups, and they said that the higher ups are proving to everybody that WWE, even though a lot of people know this, and I know you're going to say, yeah, I already knew that, but when WWE does something like this, it shows you how far apart NXT or AEW and WWE are. It shows you how much of a long shot AEW would have if they really try and go up against Raw or SmackDown, or you know what I mean. And look, this is a Hunter thing, and for those who may not have heard this earlier in the week or even Sunday, it was reported that Endeavor is backing Triple H and pushing him, and he is taking full creative control because they don't believe in Vince McMahon should do creative control. So a lot of this rumored to be the NXT stuff was already a Hunter decision in throwing all this back. Not to mention, we could be seeing, or I don't know if I saw a promo announcing him, but anyone saw the NXT promo over the past couple. You heard the gong for the Undertaker. So Undertaker's going to show up tonight.
It's either very smart bait,
yes,
or it could be it's just Taker shows up and you're like, oh shit, what the hell is he going to do?
Yeah, but he doesn't have to do anything. You just see the entrance. You know what I mean? That's it. Kevin Owens, I sent that to you. Kevin Owens put out a tweet earlier today that he just wants to beat someone up tonight.
They don't have enough TV time for this.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's pretty insane. But back to Edge, like you said, we already saw him. That's why it didn't really feel Rumble, and we said that last week when we talked about him coming back. You know what I mean, or coming to AEW.
I mean, that's the thing though. WWE just has more of what the majority wants to see, I think.
But the one thing I'll give them on Dynamite last Wednesday night, is the promo where Edge was trying to get Christian to let's run it back. Let's show them it's time. He kept saying it's time. And then for Christian to hug Edge and just say, go fuck yourself. I mean, look, I was saying it, I think last episode, I was saying how about the cursing. Christian does it in a way that it's impactful.
You've never really heard him, like, it's not really that I'm sure he's cursed before, but you've never really heard it.
Well, yeah, but there's a way you use it in a way you don't. Yeah, but there's, like we said before, there's a juvenile way of doing it, and then there's a way to where you can make an impact with it, and that was the perfect way of making an impact with it.
Everyone else that did it made it feel like it was goofing around. This was disrespectful.
Yes. Yeah.
This was this was done to hurt Edge.
Yeah.
This was a big F drop.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I think as a fan, you felt
when you
it.
say it like that, you mean it.
Yeah.
Anybody who's ever said it that way knows exactly how it feels to say it that way and what you're supposed to feel when you're saying it. And that's exactly how it looked, and that's exactly how it came across on TV.
Yeah.
This is exactly what everyone else does. It feels like you're just having a conversation. You're just bullshitting. This was just to the point. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. It was so great.
You know exactly what that meant.
And I'm sure people have seen, because me and you have been trading back and forth the TikTok of the guy asking the girl on the street, "What's your biggest ick?"
Wrestling. Anybody knows wrestling?
And they put the Christian "Go fuck yourself." I must have watched it 6-7 times in a row. Like, it was so funny.
It was quick.
It was so quick, but it was so great and perfect. Like, it was perfect for that. I guess meme. Huh?
Yeah. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It's like it was meant for
that. That and the Rock's "Shut Up, Bitch." Those two fit perfectly for that video. It's absolutely
when you're trying to get a point across, that's gonna work.
So I know you said you didn't see Fastlane. Obviously, we were watching the Phils game. I was
the better of the two games.
Yeah, I was multitasking. I was standing. I mean, obviously, as you know, I was standing in my hallway behind my couch in the living room, and in the back room, I had the backroom TV on Fastlane.
Oh, man, you pulled a Sean.
Look, it was in a completely different room, 2 rooms away. And I had the Phillies on my big TV in the living room, and Wiggles happened to come over, so we were watching the game. And at 8 o'clock, I just slowly get up, leave the room, go to the back room, put Fastlane on, come back down, and then I had it on so I could hear it a little bit, and then I saw who was starting, so I got up, got a beer, and I'm standing behind Wiggles, and he looks back and he's like, "The hell are you doing?" And I was like, "Multitasking?" He was like, "Standing and drinking?" And I was like, no. I said, "No." I said, "I have WWE on in the back room, and I'm watching the Phillies game here." And he was like, "Oh, shit. So that's pretty smart." And I was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to, take both things in, because I want to see both things." But I thought Fastlane was really, really good. They did a great job. All the matches were really good. They were solid. I thought the Cody and Jay match was what it was. It wasn't anything phenomenal, but it was still fun. I thought LA Knight Cena was about the same. It was really good, but it got done with it. But Nakamura Rollins was brutal, phenomenal.
What's with Nakamura dropping GTSs?
Yeah, that's I think another hint.
Well, that's the other thing that I happen to peep on, is that the fucking all the conspiracies and all the hints that WWE's dropping for CM Punk.
Did you hear Corey Graves? Did you read about that one?
Yeah, the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's God, it's right there.
it's all directed right at Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it's gonna be in Chicago. And Chicago Bears, Seth Rollins, big fan. Chicago might be the town of another person
who does the go to sleep.
Yeah. Who claims to be the best in the world, but Seth Rollins is the best in the world.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm so conflicted.
You're popping either way. You're popping either way.
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing, because you didn't pop that much for Edge. I feel like you'd pop more for CM Punk going back to WWE.
Different scenarios.
Yes, I know, very different scenarios. Something that isn't out of the realm of possibilities for Edge, but something that we thought was far out of the realm of possibilities for CM Punk.
Probably even further of a possibility than him just coming back to wrestling is him going to WWE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that it was more far-fetched than anything else.
If it happens, though, that is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if he's going to be a good guy when he comes back.
He will initially.
I think he's just going to, I think he just lays into everybody. He didn't really have that. I mean, you got to figure Seth's riding high. You got to come out and have Punk just degrade he's so good at it. He's so good at it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't disagree with you.
Well, the problem is he's not going to be able to do it to a Chicago crowd.
No, that's what I'm saying. Initially, he's going to get the giant reaction. That music hits. It's man.
WWE wants that moment too, though.
I just want to. I want to.
It's in a bigger arena too.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. It will be. No, because weren't they in the United Center? Ain't that where WWE runs anyway?
Oh, is that? Yeah, was it there?
I feel like because it was. What were they calling it? But it was like. But I'm pretty sure it was in the United Center when he
regardless
came to AEW. I'm pretty sure. So you're looking at the same building. But God, but it's Survivor Series. Like it's one of the big four. It's a way bigger return than an Edge debut in AEW. It like, I don't know. It just is. Man, I'm so torn though, because I don't want it to fuck up. Like I didn't want this to fuck up with AEW, to be honest. Obviously, I didn't want him not to be in AEW. He's their top draw. Like, period. He really was. He was their top draw. I mean, Edge couldn't even push AEW past NXT last week in the ratings. You know, I mean, NXT got 850, AEW got 800, I think, even, and that was their 4-year anniversary and Edge's Dynamite debut. So, like, and they still like so. Not that I'm blaming Edge, but.
How dare you?
CM Punk, he was their draw. He really was. You can say any other name on the roster, Moxley, Jericho, Sting, whoever you want to throw out, MJF. No one drew like Punk for that company in that short little bit of time. There's something about CM Punk. There really is.
People love drama.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It is wrapped tightly around that gentleman.
Yeah.
Philip. Mr. Brooks has he can draw a lot of heat. He can draw a lot of love, but he can draw a lot of fucking heat. He can get you invested. He knows how to do that. He knows how to get you invested. He doesn't have to do it through his matches.
No.
He was always very good at that. He could be the best in the world. And at a point in time, I still don't think he ever was the best wrestler in the world. But when you matched his mic work with his wrestling, I think that's what made him at that point the best in the world. He just made you want to watch no matter what. And when you hated him, he made you want to watch even more because you wanted to see him get his ass beat. And it never happened. He had me at a point in time rooting for fucking Ryback. That's how good he did. He had me at one point thinking Ryback would have been a good choice for a fucking champion.
That takes a lot.
That's how good he was.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
That's really good.
By the way,
fucking good.
To sidebar just really quick, did you see who the special guest referee is for the Dragunov match tonight?
Yeah.
LA Knight is the special guest referee. Like, Yeah, all right.
What a
So
great spot.
wait.
Put him as,
I gotta ask you this.
let him do everything. I gotta do that though.
Does it come off? How does this come off to you? Like, I feel like I know what your answer is going to be, but I think AEW fans will look at it one way, and you will look at the exact opposite. Does this come off scared? From a WWE standpoint, like we want to do anything we can to make sure we beat them on tonight because they are not beating us on our night? Or is it we're going to show you what we are capable of if you want to come up against us, and it's more come beat this? Or is it we don't want you to we don't want you to beat us. Like, if you beat us, it's going to look really bad because you beat us again, the NXT again on this night. Like, which one? How do you see it?
I look at it this way. Back when we were watching the Monday Night Wars, and in our childhood, definitely. In the current childhood landscape, definitely not. But competition was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Competition was very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And to be competitive only makes things better. Because you're not going to watch a 54-0 fucking college football blowout. You're just not going to watch it. It's not fun. It's not fun to watch that. It's fucking boring. You're just like, oh, God. And at some point, you're just like, God, I'm embarrassed for them. And you're not going to watch a fucking lopsided. You're just not going to watch anything that's lopsided. Competition is great. Triple H knows that. Triple H was a part of that. Vince McMahon knew that in a point in time, but never admitted it. Never admitted that he was in competition. Triple H went to the front door of the fucking competition. He loves this shit. He's very competitive. They got an ego. He married into a very egotistical fucking family because I think in part he's very egotistical. He fit perfectly. He might have a bigger ego than half of the McMahons in general.
Well, yeah, but you didn't answer my question. Is it scared or is it?
No,
you don't think it's scared.
No, it's not scared. It's you want to have a competition. You want to see what they got. This is like you're going fucking wide 5 and you're fucking playing man defense, but you know you got the better talent on one end. You know the receivers you got are better than the secondary, the majority of the secondary on that side. So it's not like look at it this way. You put out AEW and NXT. NXT has a very good roster. But if you're going to be stacked up against legends and like some real fucking drawing power, what are you going to do? You going to let them have it? Or are you going to fucking be like, okay, you guys got a couple good ones. You got 1 or 2. We have 12. We might have more than 12, but we're going to put the all-star team up. Let's see what you got. It's not scared. It's strategy. It's fucking feeding your ego. It's fucking it's bringing a little friendly competition because, look, that's what's best for business. Triple H was the man of that's what's best for fucking business. Now you're going to have more people watching wrestling tonight. You're going to have more people watching wrestling because even if it's a 900 to 750 or 8, or it might be a 900 against the 800. That means more people were watching wrestling than the week before.
I think NXT breaks the 1 million mark tonight.
And they very well might if they break that just means if NXT's at 1 million and you're not really stealing too much from AEW, because you probably won't. They'll probably sit in that 700. That just means that you had more people watching wrestling this week than last week. It's good. That's what's best for. And people fucking, you could tout and yell at the fucking wall all you want. Like, no one fucking cares. No one cares what you think when you boil down to it. It's all about numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big numbers game. You either have them or you don't. And if they both have them on the same night, that's good for all of wrestling.
I agree.
I don't care who wins. Will I be a little surprised if AEW outshines NXT this week? Fuck yeah, I will. I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised that fucking someone's watching AEW over a John Cena appearance. Like, you just kidding alone.
That that is my other thought when I seen a lot of fans reacting on X and everywhere else is what if AEW outdraws? Because I think most people and us too, you know what I mean, agree with that, is that we believe that NXT probably is going to have more people watching tonight. What do you think the narrative is going to be Tuesday after or Wednesday afternoon if AEW actually does outdraw NXT tonight?
You know what? That's competition.
Believe me, I'm just saying. I'm interested to see like what.
Like I said, I would be surprised. I would be very surprised if AEW pulls it out because I don't think they have that strong of a card tonight. Honestly, I don't think their card outweighs the appearances we're getting for NXT. And if you know they're both probably going to run over, that last 5 minutes, that's where it's all going to actually matter. The run over. I think that's what actually matters. Who drew the most in the last fucking 20 minutes of the show? What made it? Because the main event. It's the main. What main event made you watch?
Yeah.
The one with Paul Heyman and John Cena, randomly put there, but who knows? Maybe at the end you get a fucking. What if you get a John Cena heel turn on Carmelo Hayes, and they set up a John Cena versus Carmelo Hayes?
Oh my god!
And they'll tout that because Cena's at the point of his career where he's putting people over. But let's put that just in there in the atmosphere because he put over fucking Austin Theory. He could put over Carmelo Hayes, but let's spin it back to in the WWE and NXT's favor where they'll tout this as the record-breaking title, and they'll build that. I know I'm a great booker if I had all the money in the world and I could do it. Like it'd be great to watch those video packages and Cena loses and he doesn't get his 17th yet.
Yeah.
I think he's getting 17. I just don't know when or where. I would imagine it's getting past the point of time of where it should be a WrestleMania, though.
I don't know how long he's around this time. With the writer's strike over, I don't know if we keep seeing him anymore in the next month or so. But honestly, knowing the way John Cena and as we know him and hearing him in interviews and how humble he can be and how much he loves the business, I would not be surprised if he stays at 16 and doesn't want to beat Flair's record.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
You think anyone's ever going to break it?
I can't foresee any upcoming people breaking it. I can't see them putting the title on someone that many times aside from Charlotte. Charlotte would be the only one I could see. Not even Roman. Because Roman's winding down.
Yeah.
Roman would have to be on his other schedule, his former schedule, for another couple years to get to that point. Unless from what we were talking about 8 months to a year ago about the next guy, I don't see it. I think Cody.
No,
yeah,
I don't know. Cody's my age.
Well, no, that's all I was going to say. Cody, I think, is too old. LA Knight's too old. In comparison, of course, they're not actually old, but
yeah. Well, how old was Cena when he won all them titles? We gotta Google that because he's in his 40s now, late 40s, right? Or is it mid 40s?
I'm gonna look it up, but I want to say he's probably mid 40s. I would say 40, probably 44. But yeah, he was winning them in his late 20s, early 30s. It's usually when a wrestler kind of everything clicks, you know what I mean, as far as psychology and everything. Like, so, yeah.
And the amount of overness that he was.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The Cena sucks. And he's 46. So, yeah, I mean, could he do it? Of course. He's still young enough to where he could do a couple year run, not even, and win it. But yeah, I don't see anyone breaking it. If Cena doesn't, I don't see it. I just Orton Orton has no interest. If he comes back, like they're saying he's coming back, supposedly, I don't think he has any interest in doing that. As much respect he has for Flair, I don't think he wants to do that or be that guy.
He's the next closest one. He's still got to pass Triple H, though, I think.
I think you're right. I think Triple H is before him. I think it's
Flair, Cena, Triple H,
and
Orton.
then Orton. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Orton's 14, Triple H is 15, and obviously 16 goes to Flair and Cena. Dude, that's crazy.
That's a hell of a record, man. That's a hell of a record.
Evolution alone, title-wise, Christ, you're at 45 just with them.
Have you seen the memes? I don't know. I don't even if you even want to call them memes, but it's like they'll have a superstar and then they'll have just a picture of all the belts or they've won. Someone put up, and damn, I wish I would have counted it, but I kind of just scrolled past it, not thinking about it when I saw it. But it was Evolution, and the fucking picture below of the amount of titles Evolution has held between all four dudes is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Like,
you have Ric Flair. Ric Flair's won every goddamn title under the sun.
But that is only WWE titles under Ric Flair. It's not like they had all the other world titles. You know what I mean? So I wish I don't think I'll ever be able to find it again, but if I do, I will send it to you because it's an impressive picture.
Once you scroll past it, it goes into the Ethernet.
I know.
You'll never find it.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately.
It might end up, I haven't seen it yet, so it might end up on mine.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. You probably could see it. But
well, good. If I see it, I'm not sending it to you.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
You are my stunt double.
Yeah, pretty much. So
we got AEW, we got NXT, we got WWE. Sprinkled in a little bit of WWE. We went NXT. I guess that counts.
Yeah, of course. With the amount of fucking main roster talent that is on tonight. But we also on Friday have the Tribal Chief returning.
So that's a big market SmackDown too then.
And Triple H is making an appearance on SmackDown Friday night. And I mean, the Usos. The Bloodline coming off a loss and Jimmy acting the way he's been acting, the stand-in Tribal Chief. What is Roman Reigns gonna think about this? Like, I was saying it to someone else. Oh, I was saying it to Kyle. On yesterday. I've really, really slowed down on the interest I have with the Bloodline storyline, and I go back to I didn't think when everyone was saying it was true. I thought, no, it'll still be the same, and
everything good must come to an end.
Yeah, like it's just it really was ruined when Jimmy screwed Jay in that match. When he pulled his foot out, like it really did ruin it. And like I mean, I care still, but not to the level.
I don't know if that was anybody foreshadowing because they could have saved it. They just let it happen.
Yeah,
they ran out of steam.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, after they won the tag titles from Roman, or what? No, they didn't win them from him. After they pinned Roman, that was pretty much it.
I don't know. Even with Jay and Cody winning the titles at Fastlane, which I thought was very weird. Although the goddamn press conference afterwards, which I'm sure you didn't get a chance to watch that press conference.
You told me about it, and in one ear and out the other.
They were so, I don't know if they were lit. I don't know if they were high. I don't know what they were doing on Cody's bus, but man, they were like two sophomores in the back of the class. That's what it felt like I was watching, but hilarious and so entertaining. Cody, there was a couple times where he would just look over at Jay talking and have to put his hand in his face and hold his laughter. It was just it was so funny. Like anyone who saw it, it was ridiculous. It was so funny. They were hilarious together. Cody was saying yeet, and like it was just it was there were people that were pissed off about it. It was like, how could they be so disrespectful during a press conference? It's a fucking pro wrestling press conference after a pro wrestling event. This is not sitting in front of media day at the Super Bowl. Like,
No.
what come on, why you gotta so uptight about? Like, it was funny. And even Triple H came out because he followed them. He was the last one. And he walks out. He starts off with yeet. First thing that comes out of his mouth. And then he turns and he says, how am I supposed to follow the Odd Couple? How was I supposed to follow that? Like, he loved it. Yeah, so like it was just pure entertainment. I didn't think I would like those two together like I did. I mean, in the ring, they're great, but like that, if I could get more of those two interacting, maybe not high or drunk or whatever the hell they were, but they were great together, like a great chemistry together. So I'll
have to watch.
Yes, yeah, must watch for sure. Even you just fast forward just to Jay and Cody.
Well, of course, duh. I'm not gonna watch a whole press conference. Talking about a press conference for something that's scripted. What the fuck? How we press conference in that?
It was entertaining though. I watched the whole press conference.
No,
Press conference was good.
I will expand and I will shut off the brain and just watch it for pure entertainment purposes. But I'm not going to watch a full ass press conference on something scripted. We get that enough from fucking football.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, but the funny thing is the Eagles are actually very, very much a part of the whole script. So I can't hate it that much. It's one of those things where you're like, fuck, man. We're in the script. This whole Taylor Swift thing is fucking, we got a Swift, they got a Swift. It's fucking wrestling. They're scripting shit. They're letting the drama unfold.
So let me
time show.
Since you brought up the Eagles, I do want to touch on something, even though it's not wrestling, but kind of has a little bit of a connection with our show. There's a big debate in the NFL about the brotherly shove.
Oh yeah, fuck them.
And
no one else can do it. They hate it because they can't do it and they can't stop it, dude. It's literally look. You know what they're doing and you can't stop them.
Or forget stopping them. No one else can execute it like the Eagles do.
That's what I'm saying. Like people want to get rid of it and ban it, but they've already proven, or they're starting to prove now, nobody else can really do it. It's not that easy. It's an actual skill. And they're really good at it. And people are pissed off that they're really good at it, but you know it's coming. Sack the line and stop it. You can't. Oh, I'm sorry. You have the same amount of fucking players. You could do the same thing. You could shove back.
And you know it's coming. It's not like it's a trick play where all of a sudden they line up different and hike the ball and all of a sudden it happens. They all line up. They all line up. They all get down. You know it's coming. You see it's coming on 4th and 1 or 1st and 2nd and goal on the 1. You know what the fuck is coming, and you still can't stop it? That sounds like a you problem. Like, why are you trying to ban this play that only one team can do? If everyone's doing it and it's jeopardizing the legitimacy of an NFL game, I get it. If people are running some secret play that every time they're getting 30 yards on and that's all they're doing, like, and everyone's doing it, I get it. But if no one else can do this, there's no, I just don't see it. I feel it as a bunch of sore losers who can't figure it out, and just, oh, that's not fair.
Yeah. Well, fucking for once, Philadelphia's in the up.
And for those who may not know what we're talking
Yeah,
about,
people call us crybabies in four sports.
the brotherly shove is a quarterback sneak that the Eagles have been doing for 2 years easy. And last year they were at 97, 98% on that they would succeed on, and or something like that, some crazy stat. And everyone seems to hate that the Eagles can do this. But like we said, if you don't want it to happen, A, stop it, or B, learn how to do it. And neither one of those are true by any other team but the Eagles. But I just
Here's
love
the thing. I'll spin it back to wrestling, and ended at the NXT AEW. They released who's coming, who's showing up. You can't stop it. You can only hope to contain it. They've released that. It's not like they kept any secrets. I mean, there might be a secret or two sprinkled in here, but they released everybody that's going to be there. You know it's coming, but you can't stop it.
I love the name Brotherly Shove.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's fucking great. It's such a good name.
They've already got the T-shirts out.
Yeah, I think it's a great name. So I mean, I think we touched on a little bit of everything so far from what we got.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it'll gear up a little bit more. I mean, this was an exciting week, but again, it was the build-up. Like, we don't know what actually happened. So next week, when we actually talk about it, talk about what the numbers actually were, what the pros and cons actually were. This was just the build-up for it. Then you got Survivor Series. That's going to be.
But first,
you got War Games.
Survivor Series isn't even the next PLE coming out of WWE.
What did you just call that?
PLE, Premium Live Event.
Jesus Christ.
It's not a pay-per-view. It's not a pay-per-view anymore. It's not.
It's a fucking pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view, and I hate that you just said that.
I'm so used to it at this point now. I'm not.
No, you're not. You've been doing pay-per-view for fucking 34 years, 35 years. You're not used to this.
I am. That's all I hear now. PLE. It ain't that hard.
It really you take your you stuff your PLEs in a sack.
I'm gonna be honest. I just said it because I knew it would piss you off. But
I've been saying for so long. This is the first time I've heard you say that.
I've been hearing it for so long. I haven't. This is the first time I literally said PLE. I've never said it before.
It's a pay-per-view.
But
don't you turn to these fucking weird millennials or Gen Z or whatever they are?
The next pay-per-view is Crown Jewel.
Oh fuck!
November 4th.
I don't like that they do that. It kind of sours one of the big fours. Like running a pay-per-view that's close to it. I get it. It's a special. That one, you know what? I'll give you that. Crown Jewel, I'll give you a premium live event is Crown Jewel. But Survivor Series will be a pay-per-view and always be a pay-per-view. So that would be how I would differentiate that. Like, this is a special. I don't foresee anything like drastically changing at fucking Crown Jewel. But Survivor Series, on the other hand, I consider that a pay-per-view, not a special event. Something that they do every year. That's a big. They've been doing it for longer.
So you don't like that they put it so close, not that they're just going to Saudi? Or both?
What are we going to do? Keep bitching about this fucking every year? They're doing it.
I was just asking. You said I don't like this. I was asking what
I don't like that they put it close together.
Okay. That's what I thought.
It's my birthday month, and I get 2 pay-per-views. I mean, it's not a bad thing. No. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. Where they're having it, sure. Not great. Are they going to stop doing it? No, because they're fucking getting money. So, fuck. Let's hope they put on a good show. If it's anything like the fucking Puerto Rico show, it's going to be fucking amazing.
Puerto Rico show, man, was fucking amazing. Backlash was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, but Backlash is actual big, like Crown Jewel. I just always thought was like a special. Like it's not like I don't consider it a big time pay per view. It's a throwaway.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Saudi Prince
But
basically fucking
I don't
books
want
it.
I don't want it to take away from Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Like I want them to focus mainly on doing that because Survivor Series is one of your biggest. Like make it mean something again. As like we were saying, like I mean, I know they made it in the Survivor Series War Games, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But like before that, it hadn't meant anything in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, NXT versus SmackDown and Raw was the first one in a while where it meant
That didn't have any like special implications. That was just a cool concept for the show.
Yeah.
And it was a great way to highlight NXT because NXT ran the gamut on that one.
Mm-hmm.
They had a great showing. And then look, that's the thing though. That's a crazy thing. Adam Cole never made it to the main roster.
No.
Dude, Adam Cole never got the huge mega Adam Cole baby that he fucking rightfully deserved. Like he never made it to the main roster. And if the times were how they are now, back when Vince was in control when he was fucking in NXT, he would have made a great main roster.
Debatable, but yeah. I mean, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the perception though, and like how he's built. Like, yeah, he's going to be smaller than some of the guys, but I mean, he's already got a lot of things going for him. The crowd loves him. He's got a thing. He does a thing. The crowd loves the thing. Everyone loves a thing. A nice catchphrase. Catchphrases could fucking skyrocket you.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that?
One last thing before we wrap up, because I know it popped both of us. Is the ending of Raw last week, and we had Ciampa versus Gunther for the Intercontinental title. And of course, he didn't win, which I didn't think he was going to win. They didn't set him up to build. It was kind of very quick and contract and all that. But at the end, we get a returning Johnny Gargano. And we get the meet in the middle knee, even though no one on TV saw it. It cut right before the meet in between the middle. So we didn't get to see it on TV, but they released the clip online, so you got to see it anyway. But then we get the return of DIY doing the Glorious Cam and knocking on the production door and playing Glorious and looking for Bobby Roode, which I'm good with just that. Like, although
I did see today that there's rumors that Bobby Roode might not be in WWE for too much longer.
Really,
yeah,
that sucks.
I don't know where he's going to go though. Everywhere else is so fucking crowded. Unless he goes back to Impact.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it sucks that the injury bug caught him, and even before he got injured, they really didn't see it, I guess, with him, which is bullshit.
Hunter did.
Huh?
Hunter did. Bobby Roode could be in this. Bobby Roode could be in the same trajectory as fucking LA Knight.
I agree.
Honestly, I mean, probably in a different facet because I think Bobby Roode is a better like heel. Like I don't think he's an in-betweener. I think he's just a better heel. But he had like fucking glorious. Like that's where one of those rare moments that your song is now bigger than you, but it still could have carried you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
mic work was fine. His in-ring work was good. He had the potential to be. I mean, he was running with Ziggler. I don't think we ever talked about that. No, wait, we did. Where did Ziggler go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to bring that back up. I want to reiterate the fact that that's fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous. He's been solid as a rock for that company for a long fucking time. If you had two guys, if you ever needed a fucking meaningful storyline, You put the Miz in, and you put fucking Ziggler in, and they were both fucking great. Even when they weren't doing shit, Ziggler could fucking get himself into a main title picture. Miz could get himself into a main title picture, and you could actually believe that they might have a shot.
And it'd be a great match, no matter what.
Yeah, and it's a great build-up because they both know how to work the mic. All right, that's my TED talk. That's my Joe talk for the night.
All right, I think we'll call it there. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. We hope you enjoy the Tuesday night abbreviated war, and we'll be talking to you very soon. See ya.
Later.